What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Action Packed Sunday. And today I'm looking at Clear and Present Danger, the third of the Tom Clancy movies, and also the second and last of Harrison Ford's tenure as the role of Jack Ryan. Actually, now I believe it was last week I talked about Patriot Games. Actually, so how does Clear and Present Danger stack up to Patriot Games, and how does it stack up to Hunt for October? Well, if you pay attention to my Patriot Games review, I said that Patriot Games was definitely on par. It was one big exciting thrill ride, one roller coaster after another, compared to Hunt for October, which had its moments but really dragged. This one, I'd say it's a mixed bag, actually, if you kind of think about it. Actually, Harrison Ford does a really good job playing Jack Ryan. The story is pretty darn good. If you have not seen this, let me give some of this up in a nutshell. So, okay, there's a few interesting storylines. So, one is it kicks off the beginning of the movie is that after the Coast Guard discovers a yacht, actually, with apparently a businessman and his family killed. Actually, turns out this guy is, also happens to be close friends of the president of the United States. But supposedly it goes a little deeper than that. Actually, it's very interesting, and of course involves connections to a Colombian drug cartel or something like that. But that's all I'm gonna give away, actually. That's one story. But then, where does Jack Ryan fit into this? Well, here comes the interesting thing. So, James Earl Jones, who plays Admiral Greer, actually, who's been in the previous two movies, actually. So apparently, he falls ill, actually, and Jack Ryan is appointed interim deputy director. I'm gonna get this right. Deputy director of intelligence, actually. So now he's like, oh crap, what do I do? So essentially, he's kind of like thrust from a lower position. Now he's thrown into a very senior level position, actually. And so essentially, he reports to the president of the United States, actually. And this is essentially this is how it mirrors in real life, actually. And damn, so yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing. It's like you kind of sympathize with him, but you're at the same time you're like, go for it, Jack. Come on, this is a big improvement, actually, a big good career direction for you. From being like a desk agent guy, now you're freaking come on, you're a director now. But now you got to deal with all the cloak and dagger horse shit, actually, because now not only do we have this going on, now there's also a bit of another interesting conspiracy storyline going on. I really don't want to give too much away, but it also involves I'm gonna get this guy's title wrong. He was played by Harris Yulin. If that name rings any bells, he's been in so many our movies or cop dramas or cop movies. Like he was in Rush Hour 2, actually. He had as a small minor role. But I think he's White House staff. I think I forget what it was. It's definitely part of the president's staff, actually. Supposedly he somehow is doing some kind of freaking conspiracy or some kind of dark op, and that also involves a deadly field op played by Willem Dafoe, who really shines this movie. It's like he shows both a sinister side as both a being a heroic guy. He's a guy you're rooting for, but at the same time you realize he's doing a evil deed for someone working higher up in the government. It's like I said, more cloak and dagger horse shit. So that's all I can say. But the cast is just amazing, actually. You got him, you got James Earl Jones, you got Willem Dafoe, like all these great character actors. Or great actors, in my opinion. They really pull together. Story wise, it's like it's first off the slope. It starts off good. It dips a little bit, picks up a little bit, but then the last act it gets really good, actually. So really, it's just an up and down feel. But at the end of the movie, you're like, oh, okay. But then again, the ending leaves it open for we're gonna see more, actually. And then of course, yes, we did. Almost 9 or 10 years later, actually, back in like 2002, actually, with Some of All Fears. But of course, when we review that movie, that's a movie for another day, actually. But anyway, besides that, let's see. Everyone did their part. It's definitely up there. I would say it's not as strong as Patriot Games, whereas Patriot Games was just bang bang bang. It was really good pace. It just left you on the edge of your seat. This one was kind of on at the edge of your seat excitement, but either way, how you look at it, it just kind of makes the Jack Ryan character go from being real awesome in the last movie to now here being like kind of like a weakling, but then he redeems himself in the last act. Okay, so that thing kind of like made me just scratch my head. But overall, it's really entertaining. I definitely recommend it. If I were to give Clear and Present Danger a score, I'm gonna give Clear and Present Danger maybe a 7 out of 10. It's far from perfect. It's different from the others, but depending on how you prefer your Tom Clancy movies, where it's you like the Patriot Games, you go for the Patriot Games. If you like Clear and Present Danger, you go for that. But if you like Hunt for October, it's okay. I don't blame you. Okay, but as for Summer of All Fears and the later one, I don't know. Okay, I gotta watch them for myself. Okay, so that does it for this week and all the Harrison Ford movies. I might come back to them. So let me know what you think. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome videos.